everyone, and welcome to the weekend preview for the week starting on October 16th, 2017. And again, we're back on pay-per-view weeks, so that means lots of fun and lots of wrestling content coming your way again, at least to this channel. And to my Twitch channel now as well. We've added live reactions over to the Twitch channel, so it is it's more of a process of going through that now as well. So not only do we have all the Godsall's Turnbuckle stuff over here, now we're taking our live reactions over to Twitch and trying to bring it over here at a later time. In a proper way. I do have to re-up my live reactions from Hell in a Cell. I think I've got to take the volume down a little bit. I think it was a little too loud in the terms of the background noise and catching the commentary and everything in that sense, and we had some issues with that. But I can possibly do that here as soon as as possible. But that also does bring us to the whole week ahead. We have the Raw, SmackDown, and NXT Godsall's Turnbuckle reviews. We're going to have live reactions over on the Twitch page on Sunday for tables, ladders, and chairs, barring any issues with work or anything in that sense. I should be able to get that going. Another thing that I'm going to be going, I've kind of shown this in a video in the past, but I've got a few things. So I'm going to grab them right now. I don't know if they're going to get caught on camera beforehand. I'm grabbing a few things just right over here. We're starting to do a little bit of a giveaway thing. I've been toying around with this, and I think I've got it down to where I would like it. I'm going to set it up a little bit later this week for people to start potentially entering said contest and everything in that sense. We're going to do that through pay-per-views for the time being with WWE pay-per-views, everything in that sense. What I wanted to do and getting everything done with this one is that it is a contest for a random drawing. It's not going to be like, oh, pay-per-view predictions or anything in that sense. It's going to be random drawing, so anybody has this a chance of winning. Everything to go along with that. I haven't gotten everything fully set up yet, but there's a website called Gleam, and they do contests and everything in that sense. Allow people to set up contests, get them out there to everyone, everything in that sense. So what I'm going to end up doing is setting something up through there, and we're going to be giving away a little package of something. We'll be going to one winner in that sense, and we'll be doing it practically every pay-per-view, at least as long as I can potentially do it for. So what I've gotten over a couple of weeks, I've just been like garnering stuff as of late. I've been garnering trading card boxes, so I can put packs of trading cards in there, everything in that sense. And you know, you get whatever random cards out of that. But I also have pins that I've accumulated through the loot crates, wrestle crates, everything in that sense, like little knickknacks that will be into each would go into each winner's box. But guaranteed in each winner's box will also be one of these guys, one of these WWE Network cards. So I'll be setting this up a little bit later this week. What they do to potentially enter these contests and everything, you set up little parameters. Most of it, if not all of it, will be free of charge to some people. I'll be adding one extra thing in there that is not required to enter the contest in any way, shape, or form, but it will be an option to get some more chances. So they have things like, oh, follow you on Twitch, follow you on or subscribe to the YouTube channel, or follow on Twitter, or anything in that sense. You click on the box and you get a free chance out of that. What I'm also going to do, since I am a Twitch affiliate, I'm going to, and it allows for potential subscriptions to my channel, and I do a little bit more on Twitch, and not just with WWE side, but just gaming side in general now. What I'll be doing is adding you get X number of chances. It may be 15, it may be 20, it may be 10. And I don't know yet. I'll figure it out once I actually fully set it up. But if you're willing to do the $5 subscription to the channel, I will give extra chances to that particular thing. Now, like I said, it's not a requirement to actually enter the contest in any way to subscribe to the Twitch channel. There will be plenty of other ways that will be free of charge. Free of charge to everybody. I'm just saying, if you're willing or wanting to, you will get extra chances off of that side of everything. But I want this to be also kind of like a free of charge thing for people in that sense of it. I really do. I have that option there. I will throw that option out to people. If they so wish to do it, that's fine. If they so wish not to do it, that is also fine. It will not matter to me either way, shape, or form to go along with it. This is also why I'm kind of doing it over on my Twitch page versus over on the YouTube page now as well. Because what would be the purpose of me doing something on the YouTube page and then it's like, oh, pay $5 for the subscription to the Twitch channel? It means nothing at that sense. So I wanted to take it over there. Also, it's a different demographic, and it's also a different way of me presenting that type of stuff. Now, typically, it's just like this here, but it's also being presented on what I consider to be the better streaming platform, and a lot more, just a little bit more of a different way of doing things over on the Twitch side versus over on the YouTube side of streaming in that sense. Now, that is not to go off and say that I'm not going to be streaming over here on YouTube anymore. I will be. As you probably have seen over the last couple weeks or so, very few times do I just actually, that I just record the video and then upload to YouTube. I did it with SmackDown and NXT last week. I did not do the live streams for those because I had gotten way behind. So it's like I knocked them both out and got them up in that sense. But for the most part, what I'm going to be doing now, as long as I can keep myself on a good schedule for you guys, I am going to be live streaming the reviews to go along with it, and then it goes up afterwards. It actually, and the crazy thing about it, because the reason why I did is because I work in XSplit in the terms of my streaming side and recording side for a lot of these videos as well. So why am I not streaming those reviews at that point in time? I was just thinking that in my head. It's like, why am I not trying to just stream that? It saves me on the upload time, everything in that sense. It doesn't change any of the other work that I do of creating like a small little thumbnail. It's not a very good looking thumbnail by any stretch of the imagination, but creating one of those, getting that up there in that sense as well. So that won't change. It will just be changed in the way I present things in the terms of the content over here. I will still be streaming over on YouTube, but a lot of the stuff will be going over to Twitch now. Godsal's Turnbuckle reviews will definitely be streamed on YouTube side because it's just a better way for me to do it in that sense. Also, it gives me the ability, if people do join in during the live stream side of everything, to interact with the chat, and we might have a little bit of an interaction that way, everything in that sense. So that's kind of the reasons why we're going over to Twitch for the live reactions, because you can still interact with the chat, everything in that sense. But it's also the reason why I'm bringing my my reviews. Now, granted, this means if I mess up, guess what? It stays in there. It will stay in there instead of me if I mess up at the beginning or something like that. I won't. I can just stop the recording and make sure that it's right. Because most of my stuff, anyway, believe it or not, most of my stuff is always done in one shot to go along with it. I don't really edit out anything in the terms of these vlog style anythings. I don't really edit any of that stuff out, where some of my game recordings and everything I do actually edit out some things, everything in that sense, a lot of dead time or anything in that sense. I try to present it where I keep the action flowing through everything. So speaking of gaming, though, on the gaming side, we got WWE 2K18. I have gotten about a couple of hours, and now this is me also trying to learn the game a little bit and everything in that sense. I have not played a WWE game I haven't played it thoroughly since 2012. So the WWE 13, the last one that came out when THQ was still around, before they moved to the 2K series of everything. I did purchase 2K15, but I played maybe 2 or 3 matches in that, so I never really learned the system. So I've been playing around with 2K18 a little bit, and I'm having a little bit of fun with it, but I've also started my universe mode. I've also been playing a bit off of camera and everything to try to learn the system, everything in that sense. This game's actually a lot tougher. It's a lot tougher than some of the other ones for me. It's not to the point. I guess this aspect of if I really wanted to go full on like old style, I would get rid of the counter, the limited counter system, and a few other things inside of there, and it would just go back to like one of those games, and I would probably be okay. But with keeping with that kind of tradition and everything in that sense, I'm going along with that, trying to learn those systems as much as I can. And man, the matches that I played so far in the game, you wouldn't see this in my universe mode, which I'm going to be releasing those in single video increments probably over this week. I've got them recorded, I've got them split, I've just got to render them out. So I'll probably do that with throughout this week, and I might get some more of my universe mode recorded throughout this week as well, to go along with it. I've got some other things that I'm going to be recording right after this video, and it will be kind of more tiding towards what's going on during this time of the year, which is, it's getting close to Halloween, everything in that sense. So I'm doing a few things with fighting games that are going to kind of focus around that. The two games that I'll be doing that with, and I'll get back into the whole WWE thing here in a few moments. The 2 games I'll be doing that with are Street Fighter V, which I have a character that has a Halloween costume in there from last year that I can play. That I can actually play. I can't play a bunch of the characters in that game in that sense, or at least play them decently. I don't really play the game all that well to begin with, but I can play this character a little bit decently, and they have a Halloween costume, which is going to be Nikali, so we're going to be doing something with that. Also, we'll be doing something with Dead or Alive 5 Last Round as well, because they do Halloween costumes on a yearly basis, and I'll probably be getting that pack. And I think that's actually releasing tomorrow, in that sense. So more likely, a lot of that stream is going to focus around those Halloween costumes, in that sense of it. As long as they've been released, everything in that sense. We will be doing something around that. So yeah, back to the WWE game. I find this game to actually be a lot tougher than a lot of the older games. Just kind of the different changes and nuances and everything. The normal mode, where legendary mode in a lot of these old games wouldn't phase me in any way. I would probably be able to beat most of the legendary modes. But with this 2K18 game, and it's probably also the same with some of the other games, because I think a lot of these systems have been in there for a couple of years now. Normal mode is difficult for me at this point in time, especially if I've got a submission like a person who has a finisher that's based off a submission style. Then it's even more difficult, because I'm not very good at the submission based styles of the games yet, in that sense. And it's an interesting learning experience. I think if I work with a pinfall base superstars in there, I'm okay. But if I don't, I'm having a little bit of a difficulty, even at the normal difficulties of finishing the of like winning matches, everything in that sense. So yeah, so it's been interesting working around with 2K18. I haven't played the game for a couple days right now. I will be looking to do more My Universe mode as soon as possible, but also, since it's pay-per-view week, that means pay-per-view simulations. I have to look at the matches, everything in that sense. I think the only thing we're going to have a little bit of a difficulty doing is working the tables, ladders, and chairs match that is going on. If I can find a good 7-person setup in the game, like for a way of doing it, like a 7-person tag or something like that, we'll be able to do that. And we'll probably be able to do it with like just setting up like I think maybe setting up an Extreme Rules match that allows me to just have 7 people out there. And maybe that we can do it inside of a tag mode. It will either have to be a 6 or a 8-person, and we'll have to find a way to just get rid of a person in that sense. Well, but I'm going to try to figure out a way so we can do a good simulation of the Shield going up against Miz, Sheamus, Cesaro, and Braun Strowman. We're going to work our way through that. But we are going to do simulations, and I'll be streaming that over on Twitch, and then later releasing them over here on the YouTube side as well. So we'll be having that going along. I know this went a little bit longer than I normally do for weekend previews. I just wanted to kind of explain what's kind of happening and how certain things are going to be working, how this giveaway is going to be working as well. And I'll be setting that up sometime this week. And hopefully you guys enjoy the content coming to you guys this week as well. Like I said, we're going to have WWE 2K stuff, not only in the terms of the pay-per-view simulations, but in the terms of the My Universe mode as well. I'm going to be playing along, hopefully playing that a little bit more throughout the week. I do have about 4 videos set up for that, and hopefully I'll get a chance to play some more in that sense. Also, we're going to kind of start recording our Halloween content and hopefully rendering that out as well throughout the week. And it will either start this week or next week in that sense. I'll be able to get all that stuff done. So with that being said, everybody, again, I hope you enjoy the content coming to you guys this week. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.